Alright, ready? Go. Okay. Hello, friends. It was the end of week 2. You'll forgive me if I'm a little bit jumbled up. It was a very long weekend, and we will get into that. First of all, apologies because this is going to be quite a long video, but I've gotten to the point where I realize that that's okay because this is for me more than anything else. So that's a little loud. Questionable. Highlight of this week, hands down, was definitely sectionals. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm a captain for Men's Ultimate UC Davis B team. This weekend I took my team down to Arizona. That's a 13-hour drive for those of you not geographically informed. But I'm not going to talk about those small details. I want to thank my team for making this weekend the best way for me to end my college ultimate career. Because that's what it was. This is the end of my official college playing. 4 years in this sport, 2 years a captain. I still haven't come to terms with it. There are a lot of things that happened. A lot of great, amazing things that happened. And just jumping right to the end of it, it was the fact that my brother's team was out there in the desert and he came all that way just to play me. And so for my last game, for us to play one another, and for it to be a sanctioned tournament, for me to ask both teams to play cleatless, and for them to agree, and for numerous players from other teams coming over and saying, like, I want to play that game, and watching our game for a bit in between rounds. And my team did work, and it wasn't just like a fun game, and we had a great time. And if there's anything that I'm proud about in my time with the program, it's how much, not for me, but that what I've built for the team in terms of like relationships with Cal, with Slowcore. Every time someone got a D or a score, there were high fives across both teams, and that speaks volumes to the type of sport that this is. This is why I love this sport as much as I do. I laid out a bunch this weekend. I'm not going to show you, there's a picture, but basically all of this is really scratched up and in really bad shape. No regrets. But back to the cleatless game. Dumb things happened, and my team was creative and made their own circle play that should not have worked by any conventional means whatsoever, but it did. I redeemed myself. My freshman year, I D to Callahan. I'm going to let those of you who don't know what that is look that up, but I D to Callahan. It's a really specific, really special point in Ultimate, and I turned it around. I D'd it. I didn't get it. I didn't earn it. I redeemed that this weekend, and I've been working for that for 3 years, and so that's a huge thing for me too. And then I laid out. I dove, caught the disc, the last disc for the point, the last point of the game, and I just laid there for a minute. My team dogpiled me and just... I've never been so proud of anything in my college career than this team. They're there for me, I'm there for them, and... God, I got so emotional this morning. Thank you to every single one of you, my puppies, because this year is nothing without you guys. Without you guys deciding to stay around and put time into the program, like I can be a captain of a team of nothing, of 0 players, but it really is you guys staying around. And I want to thank you for that. Really, really, with everything, all points of sincerity, thank you for staying around and giving me a chance to show you what this sport is all about. Yeah, I thought I had more to say, but I don't. That was it. Davis Dogs. So, yeah, I don't want to keep going here. I'm done. I want to leave it at that. I'll write about it more, but it was everything I needed it to be and more. That said, this is the end of week 2, so I had a guest speaker, Stephane. Her name is actually Stephanie, but she'll introduce herself in a minute. Thank you for deciding to stay around and watch this portion of the video. This is what I'd be wearing. This is what I would be wearing if I'm going to a tournament, so that's why I'm wearing it. It's really warm. Yeah, alright, I can't. I'm gonna cry. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Oh, man. Okay. Oh yeah, you gotta watch your mouth. No swearing in Cantonese yet. Okay. Alright, so this is week 2, and this is my guest for the week.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And we're gonna go.
Okay.
Alright, how did we meet? Met at the bars. All right.
But through a friend. No. We
In a
met-
friendly kind of way. Not a creepy like a.
No, not a creepy bar way. We met through a friend at a bar.
Was it week 1?
Maybe week 2. 2 or 3? I don't think it was.
I want to say it was week 1. All right, I can go back and find out.
I don't think so.
But yeah, we met through Mojito Night. We met through Melody. Melody was like, "Hey, this is my roommate in Europe, and hey, this is someone who's in your class. He went to Hong Kong. He studied abroad." That was the.
We definitely knew about each other before we met each
Oh,
other.
that's right. Through class.
No,
I'd at least. What do you mean then?
she told me about you.
Oh yeah, we had known of one another before seeing one another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, check time. 45. What was your first impression of me? Okay, now that's confusing because we knew about each other before meeting. Let's
Yeah.
go with meeting. What was your first impression of me when we met?
I only remember parts of it,
Oh,
but
you didn't drink that much.
I didn't drink that much, but it was busy.
It was busy. It was a pretty hectic night.
We talked about class.
We did talk about
I
class.
remember distinctly asking you how to do one question.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I was like,
So
oh.
bad in that class.
I was really stuck, and I was like, "You're in my class. I'm gonna ask you right now."
At the bars.
And then we talked about Hong Kong too.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing for me was that my first impression was like, oh, she's from Hong Kong, and I had just gone back, and I was just so excited to share with someone, and not because the thing with coming back was I was just so afraid of ostracizing a bunch of people talking about my experiences. That with you, I could at least talk about them and have someone that was familiar with what I was talking about. Favorite memory of ours.
Can you go first?
I can go first. So my favorite memory actually is a little like obscure, but there was a day in lab. You ream me all the time about like getting nitty gritty with the point difference. Like it's only worth 4% of my grade. It's only worth 2% of my grade.
Oh.
And one day you had said
No.
that exact thing. You're like, well, it's only worth 2% of my grade. One of the assignments. And I was like, oh, I got Stephanie on board in my head.
No,
I
it
was
was
just-
so bad.
Yeah, that's my favorite memory. I mean, all right, I'm gonna let you answer. There are a lot of other good nights, but that's the one that I enjoy thinking about a lot. Like, ha, I did it.
You got me to not do work.
To procrastinate.
Labs are fun. Well, they kind of,
Yeah.
as much as they could be.
Labs.
I really liked the night they went to get boba, and then we got into like a really intense conversation about population and how there's too many people.
Too many people.
And yeah, I think it was like the first time I like met someone recently and told them what I thought, and it was not awkward.
Because we talked about GMOs and overpopulation that night, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That was Chinese New Year's night. Lunar New Year's.
Yeah.
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 Good-
We were
good time.
supposed to go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The party was fun too.
The party?
didn't know
Oh,
you
after
danced.
Slow Medic? Well, it's not that I dance. I have a good time. Is there anything we have left to do in our time together?
Like plan things.
Like event things or like anything? Like, all right, that's obscure. I can go first. We definitely have. What's it called? Flume.
Bloom. Yeah.
There we go. We have Flume left. Kayaking? The American? We were gonna go to the American?
Yeah. we were
Maybe.
thinking about maybe. That'll be fun.
All right, we got time. Oh, and I gotta get. Okay, what is one thing on your bucket list?
I want to go to Tibet with my dad.
Tibet.
Yeah.
What's in Tibet?
I don't know. My dad called me one day and was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Tibet?" I think he was like wanting to travel, but no one. My mom wouldn't go with him,
Oh,
and I'm probably the only one in the family that would.
Tibet. Your brother doesn't want to go?
He probably will, but he's not into it as much as my dad are.
Tibet. All right. What is your favorite produce?
Wait, what's on your bucket list?
Oh, what? Oh, all right. She made this a Q&A with like back and forth. Okay. What is one thing on my bucket list? See, but then I'm gonna have to have
Wait,
one
is it not?
for each 10 weeks. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh.
That's fine. That's fine. There's one thing on my bucket list. I want to go see the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Madrid, Spain. I think it's in Madrid,
Ooh.
but it's like the International Hot Air Balloon Festival.
Yeah.
I really want to go see
Turkey?
that.
No.
There's one in Spain. There's one in New Mexico. There are a few all over. I really want to go see the one in
In
Spain,
Spain.
namely because it's in Spain and hot air balloons.
Mhm.
All right, I guess I can answer. Favorite produce?
That's really boring.
It's
But
fine.
I really like apples. I always get apples at farmers market.
Apples. That's
Yeah.
true. Do you get the apple juice? I'm sure you get the apple juice. No?
It's too sweet.
Too sweet. Apples.
I'd rather eat one.
Favorite produce? I've really gotten into beets recently.
Oh.
I like beets a
Beets and
lot.
oranges are really good.
Yeah. Is there something that you want to tell yourself in 5 to 10 years? So you now, is there something you want to let future you know? And what is the time frame? 5 years from now or 10 years? Or 25 or what have you? Next year?
Let's do. I have 5 years.
5 years?
I think it's okay to be yourself and do what you want.
Oh,
What makes you happy and not what makes other people happy.
that's a good one. What do I want to tell myself in 5 years?
You have like a whole plan.
Yeah, I know, but oh yeah, that one I'm gonna skip because that one like I can tell then over 10 weeks because then over 10
Okay,
weeks I have to
that's
tell
true.
myself like there's a lot of me's that I'll be telling in 10 weeks. And I guess time. Yeah, we got time for like 2 more.
Okay.
You want to pick one from here, and then we'll do the last one. Or you can answer any other random obscure question that / you want to ask me.
What have you learned in your 4 years here?
Ooh.
Personally. Like not academics, but
Personally,
yeah. Something that has helped you grow as a person.
that's a really good one. I think I've learned really how to be an adult and to make decisions that necessarily I might not be qualified to make, but in my positions, definitely as assistant manager or in being a captain on a team, that sometimes the decisions I make aren't necessarily about them being right or wrong, but they are the decisions I need to make at that time, and then I will deal with the consequences of them after. Right? I can either, I'm gonna make mistakes, but there are times where you have to make a decision and you can't sit here and weigh whether they're right or wrong all the time. I really learned that. Now you have to answer.
Oh.
That was the point.
Wait. What was my question?
What is something in 4 years that you learned personally? Not necessarily academics.
I think, yeah, to be true to myself, to do things that make me happy, and not care too much about what other people think.
Good. Shoutouts. You want to let anyone know anything?
Like, shout outs to people.
Like 15 seconds of fame here. Like, who would you say hi to if you got put on like MTV?
Hi, housemates. Because I watch it too. Yeah. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Polly. You met them all.
I did met Stephanie.
You haven't
I haven't met Stephanie.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephanie's housemates. All right.
Yeah?
Good times.
Okay.